Well, hello and welcome to Business Today TV. I am Chetan Bhutani. Well, Ola Electric is on a roll in India with nearly 35% growth seen in month on month. Today, I am joined by Anshul Khandelwal, the CMO at Ola. Thank you, Anshul, for joining us. The first question to you would be, of course, great growth. In fact, Bhavesh has also just come out and tweeted the same that 30 to 35% growth is what we are seeing. What's really working for Ola?
Yeah. No, I think significant growth this festive season, 30% growth month on month. And this is just the beginning because this time the festive season is divided into October and November. So half of it is in October, rest is November. We expect significantly more in November, even on top of October, significant growth yet to come in November. It's all a result of the products that we launched on this August. I think S1 Air has contributed significantly. S1 Pro has started delivering. S1 X Plus is going to start delivering in November. And on Dussehra, in fact, we did 2.5 times of what we did last Dussehra, which just shows that year on year, there's significantly more interest in EVs, and specifically in our products. And in terms of market share, also, I think we've significantly continuously maintained it, and we have been the leaders. So significant momentum we are seeing after, even after the slight blip which happened in the industry June onwards. This festive season seems to be, at least for EVs and for us, seems to be extremely exciting. And I am more excited about November, which is just starting tomorrow onwards. And I think this month is going to be much more better than October itself.
Right. Also, in November, you mentioned that you are looking at significant growth. Could you give us a number there?
Hopefully, it should be much higher than the number we have achieved in October over September. That's all I can say. It should be even higher than that, hopefully, and which looks like, because we have significantly more demand, and we in fact have a very strong pipeline and order book which has been built up because of the launches and the festive season. And we are working very hard in the factory to manufacture them right now, more than 70 hours a week, to really deliver them in November. So November is definitely going to be significantly higher, and we are going to lead the industry from the front.
Also, Anshul, Bhavish, in fact, also this tweet also mentioned that the employees are working about 70 hours a week. First of all, are you working 70 hours a week?
Yeah, I've always been working much more than that.
Okay. So also,
140 maybe, but definitely more than 70.
all right. Also, what is this 70-hour work culture at Ola? I mean, will it be a healthy practice that will be adopted throughout the company, or will it be just for the festive season?
No, I don't think it's about work culture at Ola 70 hours. I think largely what we believe is very, very similar to what Mr. Narayan Murthy had also said, and what we also echo the same thought and same philosophy, that if we really have to become a 10, $20 trillion economy, if we have to become the largest economy, it is not going to happen just by, if we have to build the future in the next decade, we do have to put in a lot of hard work. I think that's the larger message, not specifically what the number of hours is, but I think the message is that if you have to build those moonshot projects, like we are building the Ola Gigafactory, which is going to come early next year, which is one of the most ambitious and audacious things that we are doing, and very soon next year it will be up. It is a moonshot and a significant progress for India. And to make that happen, there is no way we cannot work very hard. So I think in the larger message is that this is our moment in the sun, and we are meant to do this. It can't happen by just sort of sitting and chilling. But I think the number of hours and numbers are all just circumstantial and contextual. But
But
this is
a lot of experts, or there's been a lot of debate on it, on two things. First is the work-life balance, and secondly the compensation. So if you are at a higher position, agreed, but the CEO, CMO, CXO, and other people who are kind of encouraged enough because they adequately compensated. Plus, at this level you can also manage a healthy work-life balance. But the employees at a lower strata, or just beginners, they cannot afford for a 70-hour work week, and because the compensation is lower, and of course for a healthier work life balance. So keeping these two things in mind, Anshul, what is your take?
No, I don't think the conversation is even about compensation. I agree. We are, we. I don't know why do people think so or say so. We are significantly better paymasters, very competitive, and obviously money is important, and people should be compensated for the time they put in. And everybody else in the industry should be following that. And as far as work-life balance is concerned, I think it depends on how do you define. I believe that we believe that when you're young and you're working for a mission in the work and life, the work can take a little bit more precedence when it comes to learning and building the nation. The concept of work-life balance, the word itself is, I think, fairly Western in nature. So I think for a period of time, we have to put concentrated amount of effort. And money is separate. I'm not talking about money. I agree that people should be adequately compensated, but the fact that the youth of India should just focus on work-life balance, I think, is a very westernized concept. For the next few years or so, we do have to put like a concentrated push of hard work, which we have to do together, whether it is me or a entry level manager. And I think that will lead to significant benefits, not just for the country but for everyone else. So we strongly believe in it. It's just that people, to each his own in terms of opinion, but this is what we believe in.
All right, but at Ola, this 70-hour work culture is adopted like formally,
It's
or
not, I don't think we should put a number to it, and it has not been new. We have always been, not just here in the last 10, 12 years of our existence, we've been extremely ambitious and extremely audacious. This is who we have been throughout. So it's not like we have suddenly changed. We've always been like this with a very high impact culture. So it's just a number which is blown out of proportion. But I think people should consider the larger message of, if we have to achieve things, we have to work hard. As simple as that.
fair enough. Also, about 2 lakh e-scooters in the first, from January to October, we are seeing first EV company to do so. What are the numbers that you're targeting over the next 1 year from January 24 to October 24, if I may ask you that?
I don't have the number top of the mind, but yes, this year, of course, in the first 10 months, we've done 2 lakhs and overall lifetime sales of 400,000. We're the first OEM to do that. And hopefully, obviously, our goal is to 2x, 3x this number, at least for the next few years, till the penetration increases to a certain extent, which is at 15-20% in scooters right now. We would like to see it at 100% very soon, especially in scooters. So till that time it happens, significant or similar growth year on year is could be expected, given the nature of the industry and given the way that we are growing. I think it will not be very it is practical to achieve that.
Right. Also, it's very interesting to note that how, despite the subsidy cut by the government, EV companies are still, in fact, thriving and getting good results and good numbers. So do you really think that now that, the whole debate on subsidy and PLI scheme is out there, so you think people have moved on from the subsidies and are eventually planning to have more EVs in their garage?
Yeah, I think consumers were always ready. In fact, just to give an anecdote, an example, I was on a trip to UP, tier 2, tier 3 towns just last week. And the level of awareness normal people have about EVs, and the level of understanding they have that this is the future and this is what we need to adopt, really surprised me, even by our standards, which effectively means that people know, they're aware and they're ready. The cost of the vehicle, of course, is a little bit of a deterrent for people, for some people, and which is what we are working towards, to ensure that the cost becomes equal or lesser to ICE over a period of time. So I think all efforts are in the right direction. Subsidy or no subsidy does not matter, like you've seen also, because if the consumer is ready and if we have a portfolio and a roadmap to reduce that cost in the future, I think we are in a very good space as far as us is concerned, and even the industry for that matter. And obviously, the strong ones are the ones which are standing now. The ones who are not focused on engineering and innovation have obviously fizzled out, as you can see.
Right, Anshul. Also, you just mentioned about visiting tier 1, tier 2 cities. What any interesting trends that you'd like to tell our viewers as far as the adoption of EV goes, or probably the penetration of cities
There
goes?
have been many cities, small cities like Surat, Chandigarh, Kozhikode, where the EV penetration is above 30%. Kerala as a state, Goa as a state, In fact, most of South of India is significantly higher. Now, UP has, if you see the data, UP has significantly increased after, and that has happened for two reasons. One is, of course, we introduced S1A or S1X Plus, and second, the state subsidies have also, state has also given some subsidies in UP for EVs. So, and UP is the largest two-wheeler market in India. So a lot of these markets which were lagging behind earlier, either because of regulatory support or because of lack of products, I think with our efforts also and with the government also, we are seeing significant growth in UP, MPCG, Odisha, Gujarat. Gujarat had always been good, West Bengal, these kind of states which are now coming up in EVs. So I think overall seems like a more pan-India growth and a lot of surprising growth in tier 2, 3, 4 cities, which was not the case earlier. It was limited to top few cities long back.
Sure. Also, Anshul, before the last two questions to you, how positive are you when it comes to ending the festive season? Because it's been a 90-day festive period. We're almost in the middle of it. How optimistic are you that you will end that Ola Electric or Ola would probably end
Very positive.
as a
Very
very
positive.
strong note?
Very positive. I think end of November we will be significantly higher with much higher market share, and like we've always had, that is not even a question, that we will be number one by a significant margin, and we will hope to increase our volumes even considerably over November, and that we'll see, of course, in a matter of we'll get to know in the matter of next 20 days or so.
Right, Anshul. Also, what are the IPO plans? There not been rumors about it. Any confirmation denial would be eventually a news. So, what do you have to say on that?
Yeah, I can only say that we've been working more than 70 hours a week.
So is it in pipeline?
Yeah, I think that's for that's for people to infer. But we've been working very hard towards a lot of things. And
All right.
yeah,
Thank you, Anshul. Pleasure as always to speak to you, and wishing you all the best for great sales during the festive period. Thank you so much for joining us.
thank you, Chetan. Bye bye.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.